So guys, what did I say? We are recording this for the purposes of having it for your instructions in the future if you're missing something, or for the people who are not here. Right, Eli?
Right.
Right. So what process are we doing today? What lab? Titration. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So what are we using here? What do we have in this flask?
Acid.
Acid. How many milliliters of acid are we using?
2.
2. Okay. And what are we adding to it?
Water.
How many milliliters?
2.
2 milliliters of H2O, distilled water. And then after we mix these two in a beaker, which I have already done, all right? So what do I add to this? We add the acid base in the indicator. And this acid base indicator is what? Phenolphthalein. Thank you. So we add 2 drops of phenolphthalein here. And now we are ready to start the process of titration using our base, okay? So we say that we use 2 milliliters of acid, which has a pH, a molarity of 0.5. Now I'm going to see how much base am I going to use, NaOH, and I do not know the molarity of the base. But using the formula that we already discussed, and it's in the reference table, I can calculate. So in this case, now I started using, I read the volume, the boys helped me read the volume here because I couldn't see it, and that was, we say, 32.5. Thank you. You guys are amazing. I appreciate that. So now I start, and I need, when do I stop, guys? When the solution changes color, when the pH indicator changes color, and it did. And it did. Now, when we stop, it is important, okay? Not that it will make any big difference, but if you double do it, or if you overdo it, then it might complicate the calculations. So now, again, guys, I need your help here.
Quick question.
Yes, let me read here. Guys, come in 12, 13. I think it's 13, right? Come and help me, Eli. What do I have here? 40. So I had 32.5. 32 minus, is this 40 exactly, or is it?
It's a little bit below.
Okay, so 41 minus 32 gives me 9, right? That sounds like correct. So 41 minus 32 gives me 9 milliliter of the base. So let me get the pen. I need a pen here. And I'm going to start the calculations. So I need you guys to help me. So how many milliliters of acid did I use? Because I need to write the data. How many milliliters of acid did I use? 2 milliliters. Excellent. How many milliliters of the base did I use?
I think it was like 10, 20.
9. Excellent. So this is trial 2, correct? So HCl 0 initial, 2 final, 2 milliliters. Okay, NaOH 32 initial, 41 final, trial 2, 9 milliliters. Now, what is the other thing that I know? What is the molarity of the acid? 0.5. So I know the molarity of the acid, I know the molarity of the base, and I know the volume. I don't know the molarity of the base. I know the molarity of the acid, I know the volume of the acid, and I know the volume of the base. So now I can calculate the molarity of the base. So again, volume of the acid equal to ml. Volume of the base is equal to 9 ml. Molarity of the acid is equal to 0.5 ml. And the molarity of the base is the unknown. Question mark. All right. So I write down the formula from reference table, table T. Molarity of the acid times volume of the acid is equal to molarity of the base times volume of the base. So molarity of the acid is 0.5 times 2 is equal to 9 times molarity of the base, the unknown. Divide both sides by the 9 next to the unknown. And what do I get? 1 divided by 9. So the molarity of the base will be 0.1 molar. And indeed, as you can see from the label here, this base has a molarity of the 0.1. This is great. This is amazing. Okay? So we did a great job here. And again, fill out the form here, trial 1, HCl. Initial reading 0, final reading 2, total use 2. Okay, for NaOH, initial reading 23, final reading 32, volume use 9 for the base. Okay, so write down the formula, multiply. 0.5, which is the molarity of the acid, times 2 is equal to 9 times molarity of the base. Divide both sides by 9, and you get the molarity of the base to be equal to 0.1 molar. All right. Did everyone complete 3 trials?
Yeah.
Please do that, okay? So make sure you are completing 3 trials if you haven't done it yet.
Should I do the fourth?
Huh?
Should I do the fourth?
No, no 4.
Okay.
Just 3 trials is enough. If you got 2 trials the same, you are good, because time now becomes a concern. All right? So whether you have 2, which are good, or 3, you are fine. Now we need to start cleaning up, okay?
What if we didn't finish the whole thing?
We'll finish the rest, the analysis or the conclusions. We'll look into it some more. Yes. Who can tell me, how do we find the average? What do we do?
Do you add all of them and divide it by the number?
Thank you. So you add all the values that you calculated and you divide it by as many as you added up. 3.
So I add up
0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 divided by 3.
I used to do this to everything.
Or whatever you had for the first one, I'm not sure.
Oh.
Is that great?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the activity? Now, please, let's start cleaning up. Return the goggles, clean up the graduated cylinders, clean up the beakers, because another class is going to use that. And we're going to make sure that everything is ready for them to go. All right? Because we are considerate of other people. But guys, I appreciate it. Now, I'm happy that I have this for the other students. I'm going to finish recording this, and they can have and use the data.